What's good, y'all, man? We're back again with another video. Now, if you just seen that I uploaded this video about 20 to 30 minutes ago, and then out of nowhere, I just had to delete it because shout out my boy Perk on Twitter. He let me know that I had an error, like literally right into the video. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just delete it, and I could have re-uploaded it, but I did record that like 2 weeks ago, and like a lot of shit has changed. The Lakers are good now. Some teams that were good back then, like the Jazz and the Portland Trail Blazers, have been losing. So I just want to make a new one, and let's just get straight into it. So starting off, I want to start off with the 76ers. Now for them, I have them trading for Gary Harris. This is not no like big trade or nothing, but I feel like that's the thing. I feel like they just need to make little tweaks, and they can actually be a serious team. Because when I'm looking at them right now, I don't really look at them. I don't fear them, especially for my team, the Cavs. I don't fear them. I'm pretty sure Celtics fans don't fear them, and I know Bucks fans don't fear them. And I just feel like they got to make little tweaks around the edges. I feel like a main problem with this team is they don't have wing defense. It's two problems. They don't have depth, and they don't have wing defense. But I feel like the wing defense is a little bit more important, because when you get to the big stages, as far as like NBA championship, deep playoff runs, depth really don't matter. Like that whole strength and numbers shit for the Warriors, that shit is the regular season. When we get to the playoffs or the finals, they're gonna run like a 7-game rotation, so that don't matter. Perimeter defense does. And when you look at this team, they only have probably one that can play, and that would be PJ Tucker. Tobias has been decent as far as defense, but I feel like they really need like a really good defender. And when I look at Gary Harris, I still think he's a really good defender, and people probably don't realize that because he plays for the Magic, but he's been pretty good for them, especially off an injury. And I feel like he's too good of a player to be on a rebuilding team. He's 28. It's about time for him to play for a championship team. So I have them trading for Gary Harris. Now for the Bucks, it's kind of a rich get richer thing. Like I feel like right now they have a championship team. So I feel like just adding a guy like Malik Beasley would kind of solidify for them. They have shooters over there, like Grayson Allen can shoot, Pat Connaughton can shoot, Javon Carter's been shooting it good this year, but they're sort of streaky, and they haven't been shooting it good this year. Pat Connaughton's below 40%. I don't know off the top of the dome what Grayson Allen is at, but Malik Beasley has been really good this season, like really, really good for this Utah Jazz team. One of the reasons why they have a top offense, and him and Colin Sexton have been really good off the bench. And as you can see in these highlights behind me, like he's sniping, and I feel like that's something that not only Giannis, but the Bucks never had, was a sniper, and I think Malik Beasley is that. So I feel like that's a really good trade option for them. And I don't think he's just a sniper. Like the dude can score, and that's somebody I've always wanted them to get, because I always felt like they need a legit scorer off the bench. So I feel like Malik Beasley will be a perfect option for them to get before the trade deadline to make that championship push. Now for the Lakers, this one was probably pretty obvious. Buddy Hield. We've been needing Buddy Hield for probably the last 2 to 3 seasons, and it's about time he becomes a Laker. And it's a way we can do it without giving up Russell Westbrook, because I feel like Russell Westbrook should be a consistent piece for us going forward. Buddy Hield needs to be a Laker, like he needs to. Just the shooting we needed, the scoring we needed. Even Buddy Hield has gotten better as a playmaker, and we still have a good defense. And I don't feel like adding him, who I know he's not a good defender, I don't feel like adding him will hurt us like that. I just need Buddy Hield in a backcourt with LeBron, because now LeBron's back at the point, and I feel like that's one thing we're missing. Like I said, I'm done with Pat Bev. I'm done with Kendrick Nunn. They can go. And I believe Pat Bev got 1 year left in his contract. Kendrick Nunn doesn't have a year left in his contract. So they got 2 basically expiring contracts. So just make that trade with us, please. We'll give you 2 picks, because I'm telling you, we're like 1 or 2 steps or pieces away from being a championship team again. 1 or 2 pieces. We get Buddy Hield, and we go out here and work one of these old heads out, Mo Harkless, Al-Farouq Aminu. They ain't gonna change it, but this is giving us a body, and that's something we need. We need a body. So Buddy Hield, that's why I have the Lakers trading. Now for the Warriors, it's pretty self-explanatory. I have them traded for Jakob Poeltl. James Wiseman needs to go. Like the Cavs, they need to admit that they just made the wrong pick and go out there and get Jakob Poeltl. I just seen a report earlier that said it's 2 teams after Jakob Poeltl, and that's the Raptors and the Warriors. So they're already ahead of the curve. Just make that trade though. Even if you got to throw Moses, because I understand Moses might be good for the future, but like Steph Curry is good now, Draymond's good now, Clay's getting it together now. That's the core. So you got to build for now. And Jakob Poeltl, like, he'll be perfect on this team. My whole thing is, would he start? Because, like, yo, bro, Kevon Looney fits that backcourt perfectly. And I understand, obviously, Jakob is a better player. We know that. But Kevin Looney next to Clay and Steph, that's like fit like a condom, bro. They fit perfectly, bro. So I don't know what was sorry, but that's the trade I got for them. For the Celtics, I just got y'all going back and getting y'all legend Kelly Olynyk. They don't really need that much changes. Raul comes back in 2 weeks, so they're pretty good. I don't even want to spend too much time with them. Nets, and this is from my old notes. I had them traded for Harrison Barnes, and if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna keep that because I wouldn't say they're paying. Listen, the Nets are not like a contender, none of that. If I'm being completely honest, I would tell them to go out there and get a young talent, and that would be me basically saying I would want them to just trade everybody, but I don't think they're going to do that, so I would say just get a wing defender. Even though Royce O'Neal's been good, Katie's been good on the wing, TJ's back, so that might not be the best option. Fuck it, go. I don't know. The Nets suck, so I'm going to say Harrison Barnes. For the Raptors, I already said Jakob, so I don't want to say him twice, but that's obviously one. But for me, Jordan Clarkson, we already seen that Fred VanVleet sucks. He sucks. And the only consistent offensive option, like who can go out there and get their own bucket, is Scotty. Now, if you put Jordan Clarkson off that bench, I would take them so serious. Like, I take them serious now. Like, I even said on Twitter a lot of times, for the Cavs, that's our worst matchup because they're so long. But we can also just outscore them because if what's his name, Pascal's not going, then they're pretty lost because he does so much for the team, not only just score but playmaking. When you look at Scotty's kind of, I don't know what he's doing on offense. Fred VanVleet is shooting higher from the three than he's shooting from the field. I believe he's still shooting 39% from the field. OG's decent. OG's decent. I can't even lie. OG's decent. But still, I feel like a bucket like Jordan Clarkson, who's kind of having a career year as he started, I feel like him off that bench, it will help the team out so much. So much. I would actually look at them as a really good team in the East. Next, Suns. I have been trading for Jordan Clarkson. I feel like they needed him for the last 2 years. They needed a bench punch. They don't have that. Landry Shamet, I believe Landry Shamet was a good basketball player for the last 3 years. I don't believe that no more. And I feel like Jordan Clarkson just helps. They need a third shot creator. They've been needing that for the longest. I keep seeing them trying to trade for Aaron Gordon. I don't think Aaron Gordon is what people think he is anymore. I don't know. But yeah, Jordan Clarkson would be the perfect trade for them. For the Knicks, I have them traded for Max Strus. Now, he just seems like a tips guy. Guys that works hard, dives for the loose balls, really active on defense, can shoot the ball, and that's what they need at that 2 position. They don't have a consistent 2. They trying to trade Cam Reddish because Tibbs the dummy, but you will hear Cam Reddish's name again, and you probably know where you're gonna hear that. But Max Strus will fit perfectly with them. For the Mavs, we keep hearing Luka needs help. Luka needs help. Luka needs help. Go get him that help. Go get him Bradley Beal. Jaden Hardy. Fuck, what else do they have left? Like, Jaden Hardy is the sweetener. Like, that's a good trade piece. But, shit, I don't know. Just try to get Bradley Beal. Try to give him some help. I feel like Bradley Beal is one of those players that can play with Luka. I've always said I don't know what type of player is going to be good with Luka, but I feel like Bradley Beal is because he's already played with a ball-dominant guard, and he was really good off-ball when he played with John Wall. So I feel like that would be a really good option. I also have, because that's kind of unrealistic, I have a realistic option. That's Jay Crowder, obviously. Their wings have been playing good. You have been getting good games from Tim Hardaway Jr. and Dorian Finney-Smith, but Reggie Bullock is out there to shoot threes and stick defense. Shooting 27% from 3. He's not a good defender no more. So let's get rid of that. For the Bulls, I have them trading for their 4 that they've been looking for the longest, and that's Kelly Oubre. This team lacks perimeter defense. I don't know for sure, but I know like a week ago they were still a top defense. But I still feel like they lack perimeter defense. Kelly Oubre has been really good on defense to me this year. The shot hasn't been down like it usually is. He's shooting 31% from 3. But he's kind of having a career year when you look at it. The other numbers just been looking fantastic. And like I said, he's been really good on defense. And I feel like that's a person that they need to go get. They already made the transition with putting, Pat Williams on the bench. And I feel like having Kelly Oubre next to DeMar DeRozan and Vucevic, that will help out at least a little bit with your defense to keep y'all above flow. Because like we're looking at this team now and like they're sliding, losing left and right. And I feel like an athletic option, and yes, I said athletic after just seeing him get a dunk, but an athletic option like Kelly Oubre would just help this team out so much. So that's why I had them trading for. Now for the Miami Heat, I would say I have them trading for John Collins. Now the Heat just lost to the Pistons without Cade by 20. And Jesus Christ, he got up on this dunk. Fucking hell. But I feel like they've been looking for that forward next to Bam for the longest. And I feel like John Collins will fit. He can play outside, let Bam work in the inside. Doesn't really take away from Bam. And I feel like him under, I don't know. I just feel like him under the Heat culture would be pretty decent. We can keep acting like they don't have a culture. Them boys have a culture. And I feel like him with Spo, I feel like they can kind of help him tap into his defensive side. And I would just love that front court between them two. Now, I do think there's other options they can go for, like trying to find a good point guard. I can be honest, Kyle Lowry's been decent, but like still, it's Kyle Lowry. Like I'm not gonna lie, they just need help everywhere. They need help everywhere, and they've been linked to John Collins for a minute, so I feel like them kind of finally getting him, I feel like that would be a decent option for them. But I also see some Heat fans saying they just want to give it all up. So maybe that's the key. Now for the Cavs, 2 weeks ago I previously had them with Kyle Kuzma and Kelly Oubre. Don't believe that no more. Seeing that Kyle Kuzma, first of all, I didn't know he was a free agent after this year. I seen that whoever trades for him has to pay him, and he wants above what? I think I seen 30 mil. Who the fuck do you think you are? No. Kelly Oubre, I would still love Kelly Oubre, but Cam Reddish, bro. I'm sorry, and I hate to use this excuse. Talking to some friends about it the other day, but like he just hasn't been given the opportunity to do what Cam Reddish does. He hasn't, bro. In the Hawks, they just say you're a 3-and-D wing, but not only you're a 3-and-D wing, you gotta earn your fucking minutes behind Kevin Huerter, Bogdanovich, Danilo Gallinari. Y'all niggas is 3 deep in the position I play. I'm gonna earn my minutes against 3 veterans. How? How I'm gonna do that? And then when he got to play, he hooped. But Nate McMillan, and shout out my boy Cam on Twitter, he will tell you Nate McMillan is a dumbass, and he should have played Cam the way Cam needs to be played. So then you get that, then you trade him to the Knicks. Last year didn't work. He kind of dealt with injuries. This year, started off the year good, and won them a couple games, good. Got hurt, comes back. Now Tibbs is on his power trip talking about I'm not putting him back in the rotation. What the fuck are you doing? So with us, that's the nigga we've been needing. 6'7", long, can stick defense, can shoot. Not only that, we've been looking for that third playmaker next to not playmaker, but like shot creator next to Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland. And he can be that because I don't trust Karras. I'm not gonna lie, Karras. I used to be I'm still a fan, but Jesus Christ, y'all know I hate Isaac Okoro. I feel like he can be that third option for us, and he's a long defensive wing. And hopefully, I hope we make that trade. I feel like that is the trade for us. Not saying that would take us above anything. No, I feel like if we get Kelly Oubre, then I'm looking at it different because he's older, more mature. But like, I feel like for the future, Cam Reddish is a trade. Now for what team I'm on now. The Clippers, Mike Conley. The reason why I say this is they have a top defense. Their offense fucking sucks. And Mike Conley is a big reason why that Jazz offense, maybe the biggest reason why that Jazz offense was top 5 for the first 3 weeks of the season. So feel like getting him to be a real playmaker around Kawhi when he plays and Paul George when he plays, I feel like that would take that offense to the next level. Even though John Wall's been pretty good, I would love him off the bench, and Reggie Jackson sucks. So Mike Conley would be there. For the Jazz, Cam Reddish, just get younger. You see that the Knicks are trying to trade him. Give them Malik Beasley. Like I said, they want a shooting too. That's consistent. Give them Malik Beasley. Go ahead, fuck it. Spurs, Obi Toppin. Free Obi Toppin. He's a nice player. He's nice. I would love him on the Cavs. Fuck it. You can play the 3, just shoot, nigga. And we're gonna teach you how to stick defense because you're gonna have to. But in San Antonio, I feel like he'll be really good. I would love a pick and roll with him and Trey Jones. If you don't know who Trey Jones is, go watch San Antonio. Trey Jones is a really good point guard for them. Really young though. But Obi Toppin, I would just want him to go to a place where he can get opportunity because he hasn't had that yet because they are consistent with playing Julius Randle above him. But hey, you paid him, you gotta play him. So Blazers, Kelly Oubre again. Even though I don't know. I love Kelly Oubre for this team because he fits what they do. Them niggas over there work hard. They're hard workers, real gritty, real get up in your face, all that other stuff. Like, watch their bench unit with Josh Hart, Justice Winslow, Drew Eubanks. They just play hard as hell. And I feel like he'll fit over there with them. And I feel like he can allow Josh Hart to go to the bench. You move Josh Hart to the bench because there's other ways they can trade for Kelly without giving up anybody. I don't think people realize Kelly Oubre is a really good player. He's making $12 million with 2 years left. Man, he should not be in the Hornets jersey at the end of the season. I'm just saying. Timberwolves. Shit. I didn't even think about this. 2 weeks ago, I said Aaron Gordon. That's for Cat got hurt. So I would say Nerlens. No, I would not say Nerlens Noel. I don't know. I would say a good point guard. So I would probably. Shit. What's a point guard that's just able to get traded? I don't know. We're gonna come back to that. For the Kings, this is one I'm gonna do a realistic and an unrealistic. For the realistic one, Mo Bamba. He's first of all they're using him wrong, playing him at the 3 sometimes. Jamal Mosley, what the fuck are you doing? Bobo can do that. Not Mo Bamba. Like, no, stop. But I feel like he would fit perfectly. Plays outside, so Domantas Sabonis can still do his thing. And a shot blocker. They don't have that at all. So, god damn, I'm hiccuping. But at all. So I feel like that would be a really good option for them. For my unrealistic is Lou Dort. Harrison Barnes, I'm gonna give him his credit. He's been doing the same lately. But Lou Dort has been hooping lately. And on defense, he's one of the best. And that's what they need. Their defense is actually top 15 now. I seen a post. I forgot what meme it was, but like it was an exciting ass meme, and it was from a Kings fan. He's like, "We're a top 15 defense." That shit was funny as hell. But that's all they needed because their offense is still top 5. So I feel like getting a defensive specialist and Luke Dort would take them to the next level. Rockets, Pat Bev. Just give us Aaron Gordon. Pat Bev, you get a vet. Like I said, every young team needs a vet. So go over there, please. Pelicans, wet dream again. Kristaps Porzingis. All-star. He's an all-star this year. Playing defense. Been good this year. Looks like... Nah, I ain't gonna say that because New York... Kristaps was more agile. Could put the ball on the floor a lot more. But Kristaps has been hooping this year. And I feel like him next to Zion, they got to find a way to get Jonas Valanciunas away from Zion soon. So I feel like that's a good option for them. Without saying Miles Turner, that's an obvious one. And for unrealistic, it's Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba just fit over there. Pacers, John Collins. Obviously, they don't really have a good 4 like that. Jalen Williams has been playing decent. He's been playing decent. I'll give you that. He's been playing decent. But John Collins, he's looking for a new home. There you go. Now, this one might be because Desmond Bane has been out. But when I look at the Grizzlies' backup lineup, because I know Desmond Bane kind of plays with the backups, they don't really have that go-to option off the bench. Like, it's just Trey Jones out there with Salty Aldama and shit. And, like, it's really Trey Jones trying to score, or you put Dylan Brooks in and he sucks. Alec Burks is one of the most consistent bench pieces we have in this league. And I feel like I would love to see him behind Ja, behind Desmond. And he's a veteran type guy, a guy that doesn't make that much mistakes. And I feel like he'll fit perfectly with this team, kind of take them to a new level. Because I feel like that's one area that they lack. People say they're deep. But I don't know if that goes this year, bro. Like the loss of Kyle Anderson, and who else did they lose? DeAnthony Melton. You can kind of see it, and I feel like he can come in and slide right into that role. This one is pretty easy for the Hawks. I had them traded for Jared Vanderbilt. They need a stopper. Jared Vanderbilt is a defensive stopper. Not only that, he's the guy that Trae Young's gonna love. Lob threat. Doesn't really want nothing else much, and don't want. God damn. He doesn't want to be nothing else but a lob threat. He just wants to play in the pick and roll. I'm not editing that out either. He wants to play in the pick and roll. He's a really good pick and roll partner for Trae Young. And DeJounte Murray plays above the rim. Good finisher. Good passer once you get him in the pick and roll. And I feel like he'll fit perfectly with this team. I feel like this player can also take them to another level. I like Jared Vanderbilt a lot. I also would love him on the Cavaliers. Basically, I would love anybody over Isaac Okoro. Now, to kind of wrap this video up, I'm going to go speed by these next few people. Thunder, Mason Plumlee, get a guy over 7 foot. For the Nuggets, you still have paint problems. So, Rashad Holmes is not going to solve them paint problems. It's going to help. It's going to help. Athletic dude, plays above the rim. But you can probably play him with Jokic. I don't know. Just give some paint help because they don't have that. DeAndre Jordan's trash. Even though Bones Highland makes him looks good sometimes, he's trash. Pistons, Cam Reddish, get young. Hornets, just try. Mo Bamba, just try. You suck anyway. Wizards, Russell Westbrook. Okay, this was 2 weeks ago actually, and I want Russ, so let me chill. Wizards. Harrison Barnes, get wing defense. Magic. I just said a random one, but now he's playing good. Tim Hardaway Jr., you guys suck. And back to the Timberwolves. I still don't know. I still don't know, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I'm lost on this one. But that's it for this video, man. I got another video I'm about to record after this. But hope y'all like this video. Tune into the video I'm dropping tomorrow. Peace out.